First of all, there's some information coming out on the Louisville thing with Breonna Taylor. I'm going to make sure I read it and make another video about that. Some stuff's came out, but no matter what comes out about it, no matter what I read, um, I'm still no knock warrants or no. Still no matter what, there's better ways that if we self govern and police ourselves, any situation would be better than the cops kicking in a door, suited up like they're dropped in the middle of Ramadi. Um, we could do that better than they can. Anyway, so this morning, before the pandemic happened, I had a root canal done, like in January, December. So then they put off, the dentist couldn't work. I had my knee surgery and all that stuff going on, so I never went back to have it capped, and I was supposed to. So I was actually talking about the other day that I need to make a dentist appointment. I didn't. I broke my tooth yesterday. Called the dentist. I said, "Hey, here's what's going on. I'm coming in." They're like, "All right, come in tomorrow. Just be here at 7:30, and we want to take you as a walk-in." I'm right. They're like, "You might have to wait a couple hours." I'm like, "All right, whatever, no problem." So I get there. I wait for 45 minutes, and the line of people is getting there to be seen today as walk-ins, and um, the lady comes out and gets us, and she says you had to wear a mask. I said I'm exempt. And she just kind of looked at me real funny. I said, there are exemptions where people don't have to wear masks, and I happen to be one of those people. She said, okay. Excuse me, let me go check. So she went and checked whoever she asked. I don't know. And she came back. She's like, all right, you're fine. So I came in. I sat down, started checking in, gave her my ID, my insurance card. And sitting there filling the paperwork out, man. Like 5 minutes later, here comes Karen out the door. You can't be in here without a mask on. I'm like, well, I've been in here for 10 minutes without a mask on. What are you talking about? Now, mind you, while I'm sitting here filling this paperwork out, two employees came in without a mask on, no mask in their hand, no mask hanging around their neck or from their ears, nothing. And they walked through the door, and went in the back. So once they went in the back, I don't know what they did, but they walked through though without a mask on. So I'm like, well, if I can't be in here, and I explained to her that I'm exempt, and you're discriminating against me because I'm exempt, it's no different than my race. I can't help it. But I'll work with you. Can I stand outside? Then when they call my name, I'll just walk through like those two employees did. No, you can't be seen. I said, okay, well, can I like do this? No, you have to have a mask on. I'm like, well, that's considered a mask. No, it's not here. So we went back and forth for a couple of minutes, and I explained to her, how they accept state and federal funds through Medicaid and Medicare. Um, and they're required to abide by these commercial laws. She didn't care. She said, "I don't care." I was like, "Well, okay. Who's above you?" The owner. Well, how do I get a hold of them? She goes, so she gave me a contact number. So I contacted them, emailed them, said, "Hey, here's my issue. It's clear to case of discrimination, however you want to look at it." Um, they get back with me. Well, they haven't got back with me yet. The point of it is, though, is that nobody is going against this. Like everybody's just doing what they're told, man, and they're going to use this in order to get what they want. Eventually, it's going to become a vaccine or a chip or some crazy shit. And as crazy as that sounds, I know it sounds crazy. We would have thought that having to wear a mask to go to the dentist, where you can't wear a mask at while they're working on you, would be crazy. Yet here we are talking about it. So it's not that far fetched anymore. But still, nobody's going against the grain. Everybody's just doing what they're told. And eventually, like I said, this will lead to you have to show your vaccine. Show us where you've been vaccinated. To shop at the grocery store, to go to the dentist, or to go to the doctor, um, or for your kids to go to school. So if nobody, my worry is this: if people are unwilling to not, or they're unwilling to go against the grain because they need their tooth fixed. Now, what are they going to do when it's something like you can't eat, you can't get food, you can't pay your bills, you can't pay your mortgage payment if you don't have a vaccination? What are you going to do then? Me, I got a garage full of tools in there and a wife. Worst comes to worst, we'll get a pair of pliers and we'll jerk that bitch right out. I don't care. It's one of my back teeth. Don't whatever. But what I won't do is be forced to go against what I believe. You know, I asked her why she didn't have a cross on. She just looked at me and said, "Well, if you don't have a cross on, you're going to hell." You know? I mean, it's a construct of belief. It's what you know, and like this chick really believes that there's a pandemic going on. Like she really believed it. You don't know what's going on in the world? It's like, no, ain't nothing different. It's just been the same as it's ever been. What's going on? Tell me about it. Well, there's a pandemic. There's a pandemic. Do you know what a pandemic is? She's like, she just kind of looked at me. I asked her, I said, how many people have you buried? Better yet, how many people do you even know that can verifiably say that they've had this C virus? You just need to leave. It's okay, but I want you to understand you're discriminating against me, right? Leave. So it's never ending, man. It's only going to get worse, and for people like me, it's going to get really bad because I'm just not doing it. I'm not going against what I believe. Period. I don't care about the consequences of it. I'm just not doing it. You know, I've said this for a long time, and this is what I live by. And I think that some of you all should adopt it too and live by it. Consequences are far second to principle. Meaning, if what I'm doing is right, the consequences don't matter, no matter what they are. And I've lived by that for years, and it's done some good, and some of the consequences have sucked. But you know what? I wake up every morning, and I wake up to clear conscience, knowing what I did was right either way. Also, in Dayton, there was a Moeller kid. Moeller's a high school right here. It's a boys' school here in Cincinnati. A Moeller graduate from that goes to Dayton College fell out of the back of a truck in Dayton on Wayne Avenue. Apparently, he was walking to the store or something. Maybe seen somebody new. He jumped in the back of the truck. He wound up falling on the back of the truck and dying. They're going to charge this dude. They're talking about bringing charges against this guy because an adult, which is legal in Ohio, got in the back of a truck and fell out of that son of a bitch and hit his head or something and died. And they're going to charge the driver. Yet we're not charging cops who blindly shoot through a wall in Kentucky. Like I said, I'm going to do some more. They've released some more information about that, and I'll be posting a video about that once I read it. But live by your principles, people. You know, if you believe something, whether it's right or wrong to everybody else doesn't matter. It's what you believe. It's what's right to you. It's what allows you to wake up tomorrow knowing what you did today was right. That's what's important. Like I said, the consequences are a far second to principle. I'll figure out how to eat if I can't buy food. I'll figure out how to fix my tooth if I can't go to the dentist. If I break an arm and can't go to the doctor, we'll figure it out. But what I won't do is be muzzled for no reason. At this point, anybody that believes that this is a pandemic of any kind is a fool, plain and simple. But where does it stop for you? You know, I've seen people say that they wear masks because they wore them before I wore a mask before this, the cool militia type, which whatever. You know, if that's your thing, then more power to you. But all you're doing by wearing a mask is hurting people like me that refuse to go with the flow. You know, I'm just not going to do it. I have a subscriber right now that was injured at work. I work in Wisconsin. He refused to wear a mask until to get an MRI done. And they told him they wouldn't see him. They then, at workman's comp, then I forget the word they used. They stopped his workman's comp. So now he's injured, can't have the surgery that he needs, can't go back to work because he's injured. Like he can't physically work. Look at the position he's in. He's got a kid. He's got a mortgage or an apartment payment, whatever it is. And now he's out of work because he won't wear a mask because all these fucking clowns out here are just doing what they're told to do. It's not that we're wrong. It's that everybody else is just doing what they're told. And it's bullshit. You know, like I said, it's going to be me that's hurting in the end. It's going to be anybody that has the same mindset as me that's going to hurt in the end. If you love freedom, They're going to push you into a corner. And they're going to keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing. And they're going to try to force you into doing shit that that's not morally sound. It's just ridiculous, people. I can't believe the country I love has become what it is.